Hi, Sagittarius. If you're wondering what to expect, what life lesson you're about to learn, and who can help you through that lesson while there is a full moon during Thanksgiving and Mercury retrograde is going on at the same time, you've come to the right place. Welcome. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there and how to get a reading with me over at the shop. On here, if you find that during the course of this that this information is helpful for you, please subscribe so we can keep track of each other. I'll also be doing readings next weekend for December for each star sign, so you know what's coming up for the month. But for right now, these are readings about what's the lesson you're learning during this full moon retrograde holiday Thanksgiving. And who can help you through it. And if the content is helpful, do hit that thumbs up so I know that it's useful for you. And hitting that thumbs up will get this in front of other Sagittariuses so that they can take advantage of this information as well. And don't forget, share it with a Sagittarius you know, or with someone who has a Sagittarius rising or a Sagittarius moon, or your husband, partner, boyfriend, whatever, who needs to know what's going on with the Sagittarius in their life. All right, here's the lesson. Ooh, it's going to be fun, Sag. Can't wait. Can't wait to tell you what it is. And here's who's going to help you. All right, Sag, lesson you're learning is shown here in the Lover's card, and the person who's going to help you will be represented by White Buffalo Woman, or the Daughter of Stones. Right. Immediately there's a bit of a push here and the energy. So you're similar to a lot of the other signs. There's only a couple that weren't like this. It's kind of you're in a neutral space during this time. So nothing like crazy out of the ordinary, no major upheavals going on during this time. But there's some things that you're going to be learning that you're going to want to focus on. And that is directly related to your relationships, why the Lover's card is here. What you might find is that there are some unique things about your relationships and things that someone might consider unicorn-ish. What I mean by that is where we can say in relationships there are certain things that we expect to be standard. There is a sexual nature to a relationship. There is a romantic nature to a relationship. There is a partner to a relationship. There is something about yours, Sagittarius, that's just a little special. And it's not something that you would share with other people, probably. It's just this unique thing about who you both are. This is young love. This is the uniqueness is a part of young love. Sometimes these relationships will be more than just romantic relationships. Sag, this is about the romantic relationships in your life. So for those of you who might not have a romantic relationship going on right now, this won't resonate with you probably. And it may not be important for you right now, but for those of you who are in a relationship, Sag, there is something unique about your relationship that is important, and you're going to learn something about that unique thing and why it's important during this full moon, Mercury retrograde / holiday Thanksgiving time. There is something about this special thing about your relationship that is important right now. I would also encourage you to think through how you and your husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever, talk about this unique thing. So, for example, let's say, Saj, that this unique thing is that you're in a polyamorous relationship. Not every relationship is polyamorous. Most relationships may not even think to consider it. Other relationships may choose to not have that be a part of their relationship, and they will emphatically be monogamous. And then there are other relationships that will be polyamorous, for example. So if polyamory is your unicorn, it's your uniqueness, then how do the two of you have an effective conversation about how you can be the best polyamorous relationship And as that polyamory comes to fruition, or if it already is during this time, for those of you that are polyamorous, how do the three of you, or four of you, or however many of you there are, how do you maintain effective communication in order to have the best relationship ever? If your relationship is based in BDSM, and not all relationships would be, but this is important and unique to your relationship, or maybe there's a Dom sub relationship. If that's the uniqueness of your relationship, how do you maintain that communication so that this is an effective part of your relationship and continues to be important to you? Um, the The other thing I would encourage you to consider that you're going to be learning during this time is not only what that uniqueness is, but how you are effective in maintaining communication about it, but how you're also receptive in hearing what your partner or partners have to say about this unique part of your relationship. So it's not just in what you need to share. Your part of your lesson right now is how you receive and hear and learn about what your partners or partner has to say about this unique thing in your relationship, so that it can continue to be this stone, this grounding of your relationship, Sag. So be open, be ready to hear, be ready to listen uh, during this time. Who can help you do that, and what qualities exist in this person that are going to help that happen? This is White Buffalo Woman, or the Daughter of Stones. This is part of the reason that I was talking about communication, because her ability to communicate is beyond the pale. Um, the problem is that sometimes she gets a little stubborn and doesn't always want to listen to everything. And that's the biggest challenge. So, what you'll probably notice is that in this person who's here to help you through, they're going to reflect in you your inability to hear what your partner or partners have to say. And you're like, oh, I hate that about you, and I can recognize that about myself, and I don't really love that about myself either. So they're going to be a mirror to you. They're someone who probably struggles to listen, um, and yet they love the unicornness of your relationship. They love it as much as you do, and that's part of what keeps you together. It's part of what draws you together. This person may or may not be intimately involved in your relationship. They may not be your partner. They may be someone who understands it and believes in it and lives that truth similar to you. Uh, but they're also struggling with some of the same things that you would be, which is that effective listening aspect of this relationship, which is part of communication. You may also find that this person is able to give you um, uh, the tools you need to be able to be an effective communicator and sharer and create a sense of peace so that you can speak when spoken to. That's the wrong phrase, but what I mean by that is there's this exercise. It's called the talking stick. It's kind of an exercise that people will go through to be heard. When someone has the talking stick, they can speak, but no one else can, and you have to be given the talking stick for your turn to speak. It's that kind of a tool. This person will help you learn, oh, it's not my time to speak, or it is my time to speak, and I need to take advantage of it by sharing everything that I need to share. But if it's not your turn to speak, shut the up and let the other person speak. Give them a chance so that communication happens effectively. All right, Sag. I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other. Then you'll also know to check in with me next weekend when I'm doing readings by star sign for the month of December. So you know what's coming up in your health, wealth, and relationships in December. Also, give me a thumbs up if this content is helpful, if you find some value in it and resonates with you. That'll also get it in front of other Sagittarians, so that they can take advantage of this as well. If you're already a part of my newsletter, then you know we're getting close to running out of time to use that year ahead coupon. Use it before the end of November, otherwise it expires and everything goes up to full price. Don't forget though, you can schedule through January. November is booked. December has 2 slots left, and January still has some time open. So if you want to get that set up and ready to go before that coupon expires, you got until the 30th of November, and it's already the 20th or 19th or whatever. Anyway, we're getting close. You're running out of time. You got less than 10 days, I think, to get that, to use that. And was there one other thing I want to share with you? Okay, head over to Comingouttarot.com if you're interested in finding out more about me if you're new, and how you can get a reading with me over there at the shop. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Good luck with retrograde and with this